Hello and welcome to Greenlight YouTube channel, to this special broadcast made in partnership between Greenlight DZ Production and Algeria Model United Nations, where we will be talking about the third edition of Algeria Model United Nations. To talk about it, we gladly receive with us today two of the organization team of the Algeria Model United Nations. We gladly receive the founder and Secretary General, Mr. Arif Abdel Jalil.
Thank you for having us guest today.
And Ms. Dunya Zed-Ramishi, the Content Editor Officer. Welcome with us.
Thank you.
To start with you, Mr. Arif Abdel Jalil, this is the third edition of Algeria Model UN, but to give an overview to the viewers, what is this Algeria Model United Nations program?
Once again, thank you, Afaf. Thank you for your lovely introduction. Algeria Model United Nations is a youth-based educational program where youth they play the role of diplomats, and they do simulation of the United Nations work. And they are actually the students, the participants. They receive trainings in public speaking, also how to develop their critical thinking, and also how to give how they can nail their public speaking. Nevertheless, Algeria Model United Nations is considered as a platform where youth they can share and collaborate and coordinate and also kickstart their youth-based initiatives.
Great. So let us move to Dunya Zed-Ramishi. As far as I heard that it's your first time with the organization team. And can you please tell us what motivates you to join this team, as I know that it's a big responsibility?
Thank you, Afaf. Thank you for Greenlight Production to have us today. To start, actually, I have heard about the program from a friend of mine. He motivated me. He told me more. He told me you should give it a try, and you should discover this Algeria Model United Nation. And as a member, as a secretariat team member, I really enjoy working with all the members. We are from different cities, but we try always to follow up, to work together to make this edition happen. Thank you.
Arif, this is the third edition of Algeria Model UN, but this is special as far as I heard. Can you please tell us about it, especially that we have, or I will let you go ahead.
Indeed, this year edition is special simply because for the first time we are running the Algeria Model United Nations Conference in its third edition in 3 languages. We do have the English, the Arabic, and the new committee that was updated for this, especially for this conference, is the French committee. And nevertheless, we also have our press delegates so that they can cover and also write daily articles so that we can publish it on our newsletter, our conference daily newsletter. And nevertheless, we have actually since the creation of the program since 2014, this year by the end of the conference we will reach 1,000 youth that have participated already in Algeria Model UN conferences, open days, special trainings, and so on. Yeah, and also it's worth mentioning that the minimum that we have reached in terms of wilayas is 37, and this year edition is 43 wilayas out of 48, which is considered as a step forward to the program measure of success.
Mm-hmm. So what are the criteria that you take into consideration to select these applicants?
The applicants were selected indeed based on different criteria, such as the age limit between 18 to 29. There is an exception for minors from 16 to 17. And also based on we try to make the selection more diverse from different cities, from different field of studies, and also to have more youth who are active in their own society, and also those who are still in their way to the they want to contribute in the improvement of Algerian youth as a whole. So they were selected so that they can exchange and also give more to the others, for sure.
Okay, great. Now, Dunya, being in your position as content editor officer, how did you manage to coordinate with all the different departments in the secretariat team?
Actually, we didn't find a problem of communication because we were having meetings via actually physical meetings and via internet too. We were trying to keep in touch with Facebook, Slack, Trello. Actually, we used a lot of application and social networking to try to follow up together and for my work as an content editor officer, it was actually we tried always to work with all the departments. Our work wasn't essentially with one department. It was with the communication, the IT, with all the departments actually. Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't that hard actually for us. Yeah. Yes, we had physical meetings last June. Yeah, and it was actually my first time as it was the first physical meeting I had with the secretariat. Before I didn't knew them. I was just talking with them in phone, trying to follow up with them in Facebook, and in June it was the first time. Yeah.
Each year in Algeria AMUN, there's a theme for each edition. And this year's theme is about youth for peace and development. How do you select or how do you choose this kind of themes?
The selection of the theme for each edition is based on doing more consultancy with different stakeholders in different areas, and also with our former youth participants, the Algeria Model UN Alumni Network, and also the Secretariat team. And to choose the best suitable theme for each the edition, it needs to go with the different factors and changes that are happening in today's world. This For instance, the world today is witnessing more wars, more conflicts, more disputes, and there is a wide absence for peace. That's why in Algeria Model United Nations, we chose this topic, Youth for Peace and Development, because we do believe that you cannot have a development without peace, and you can proceed forward, and you can go forward unless only when you have the peace, and peace in different fields. And we think that the youth do play a huge role in maintaining the peace in their surroundings, in their society, in their country, and in their environment.
And you said that there are 3 committees in 3 languages, but in total, what are the committees? What are the most important topics that it will be discussed?
Actually, this year edition, we do have 6 committees, and each committee do have a very important topic to discuss, and even the selection of the topics is very precise. In the United Nations Security Council, the delegates will entertain the topic of the situation in Libya. In ECOSOC, they will be discussing about the root causes for insecurity, and also how to maintain peace. We do have Disarmament and International Security Council. We do have UNHCR, where they will be discussing Islamophobia. We do have also AAC, which is the Algerian Affairs Committee, in which they will be discussing Dahirat Hijrat al-Admira, brain drain, and its effect, and so on. So those committees, they will discuss very important topics.
Great. So one final word for you and an expectation from this edition. And are we witnessing a 4th edition next year?
Okay, I leave Dunia. She will answer, and then I will follow up.
Actually, my expectation for this year. I hope that all members of Algeria Model United Nation 2016 will enjoy this edition. Will have will learn and get the best experience ever. And for Algeria Model United Nation 2017, yes, why not? We will follow up. Yeah.
Thank you, Dunya. Actually, as a final word, always what we expect is sometimes is different what we get. But hopefully in Algeria MUN, what we are expecting is what we will get, inshallah. Such as improved quality for the delegates, and also even in terms of the delegate quality in terms of their participation, how they debate, etc. It will be more, inshallah. And also what we are expecting, and what I'm expecting more personally, is to have more Algerian youth engaged in such matters. And yeah, hopefully Algeria Model UN, when it started in 2014, we didn't many they didn't think that there will be another edition and a third edition. And hopefully, inshallah, each year it's hard to organize it. It's more difficult than the previous year, but hopefully, inshallah, we are up to the challenge, me and my fellow team, inshallah. Thank you, Afaf.
So thank you for accepting our invitation. I wish you all best of luck with your next edition.